Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion Morning. Boy, my voice, excuse me, let me get a little drink of water. Excuse me, my voice. There we go. Now we're good. Welcome to another Hyperion Morning. Take two. Take two. Hopefully, you've had an amazing weekend. It is Monday, but that's okay because we've got this. We're going to get through the week, and I'm here to help do that every single morning, or most every single morning here, just because we want to share some smiles and share some positivity. And hopefully, we get that through to help get you through your week. Good morning, Marianne. So good to see you here. Welcome to the day. Hopefully everything is going well for you. I believe you were out at the Walt Disney World Resort over the weekend. Not bad. Good pictures from out there. You guys look good. The whole family looked great. Hopefully you had an enjoyable time despite the heat. Despite the heat, it's been very hot out here. It's going to be hot for much of this week out here in Florida. But what else is new? Florida is going to Florida. It's all good. But anyway, welcome to the week. Again, hopefully you had an amazing weekend. Hopefully you had some fun. Hopefully you got out, enjoyed some good time with your family, with friends, whatever you had going on, or just settled in at home and enjoyed some time. Kind of that's what Michelle and I did. We just kind of settled in at home, recorded a new episode of our podcast, did a few things around the house, just kind of enjoyed the weekend. And hopefully you did as well. And I know it's Monday, never easy, but you got this. And we're going to be here to help get you through it. So what are we talking about on this day? It is Monday, May 19th, 2025. Well, it's a day to celebrate for our friends up to the north because today is Victoria Day. Victoria Day celebration of all things Canada, kind of the day that they look at as the end of the colder weather and a movement into the warmer weather, the summer weather, not officially summer, but, kind of that day where they say, hey, you know what? Here we go. Weather's getting beautiful. We're going to enjoy some time. So today is Victoria Day. And it doesn't exactly deal with this, but whenever I see something with Canada and Victoria, it makes me think about one of our favorite cities we've ever visited, and that is Victoria, Canada. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city. Kind of in a little island off of Vancouver in British Columbia. We adore that. We've had a chance to visit there. I think it's been a while. We've wanted to go back several times, and we've had near plans to go back several times, especially when we still lived on the West Coast. But we have not made it back since it was during our 10th anniversary trip where we did a Disney cruise from the West Coast or through the West Coast, all the way up from, I'm trying to remember, I think we boarded in San Diego. It was either San Diego or LA. I'm not sure. But we went from the Southern California all the way up, and we ended up in Vancouver aboard a Disney Cruise Line. In the middle of it, Michelle and I renewed our vows when we were in San Francisco Bay, when we stopped there, and we had family with us. It was really, really wonderful. And then once we got to Canada, we split off. Our family went and did their own thing. And Michelle and I just went and kind of had a little second honeymoon in Victoria, where we had, a wonderful stay. Hold on one second. Sorry, just wanted to clear my throat a little bit there. Still there. Anyway, we had a wonderful stay at a beautiful hotel. We had like this penthouse suite, had a place, and it would overlook this harbor, and we would go out to Butchart Gardens and walk through the town, and it was just beautiful. I cooked there. We had the wonderful fresh fish market. We got some fresh fish. I cooked up there for our official anniversary, and we just had an amazing, amazing time. It was just a great, great trip, and we longed to get back to Canada, to Victoria, to explore it again. And another way to celebrate today, if you can't get to Victoria or Canada in general, well, you can always go celebrate at the gardens at the Canada Pavilion. The beautiful, beautiful gardens at the Canada Pavilion. They are really, as somebody who's been to Butchart Gardens, yes, Marianne, it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And so are the gardens at the Canada Pavilion. As someone who's been to Butchart Gardens, yes, it's tiny, it's compact, but they do capture a little piece of that there. So definitely take some time. I know sometimes you just stroll through Canada and you may not get to explore that area there, but it really is wonderful to take in and take a moment and explore the beauty there, because it is spectacular. So today's the day to celebrate with all our Canadian friends today. And if you want to help with your own garden, today is National Plant Something Day. So whatever it might be that you like to plant, today is a day to go ahead and get out there and do some planting. Plant some flowers, plant some, I don't know, bushes, plant some vegetables, plant a tree, always good. Today's a day to plant something. So get out and plant something today. This is also cool because this is a day to celebrate those people that kind of go, you don't really notice them. There's some big stars on the stage, but these are the guys that help set up to make the stage perfect for those performers. It is National Roadie Day. So those people that toil very hard, work behind the scenes, don't get the glitz, don't get the glamour, but they get to be out there on tour and put things together. They're up late at night, packing things up as these tours go hit the road to the next city. Roadies work extremely, extremely hard. And today's the day to celebrate roadies. Again, people that do very hard work to make sure these concerts, these shows, whatever you might see out on the road, wherever you might be, go off as flawlessly as possible. So celebrate roadies on Roadie Day. And maybe, I don't think that's necessarily what they're looking for, but I mean, who's not going to turn this down? Today happens to be National Devil's Food Cake Day. And absolutely, I am 100% on board for Devil's Food Cake. Wonderful, rich, moist chocolate cake. Love it. Often usually made kind of with warm or boiling water and cocoa powder to make the chocolate flavor to it. Adds a bit more richness to it. Also, oftentimes you put coffee in it, which is beautiful. I mentioned I don't know when it was, a week or so ago, when it was Hostess Cupcakes Day. That at one point I had made Hostess Cupcakes at a catering event we did. It was kind of an 80s catering event. So we made kind of homemade Hostess cupcakes for it. And it's a devil's food cake. And part of that is adding a little coffee to that cake to add an extra, balance of flavor, an interesting flavor to it and richness and wonderful. I need to make those again because they were beautiful, wonderful cakes with some chocolate ganache on there. Lovely, lovely cakes. But anyway, if you love devil's food cake, and I do love devil's food cake, today's your day to enjoy a little devil's food cake. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, if it is your birthday today, again, it is May 19th. A very happy birthday to you. Here are some of the amazing people that you celebrate your birthday with. Unfortunately, a few of them no longer with us, but we're going to start with Nora Ephron. She would have been 84 today, born on this day in 1941. Unfortunately, she passed in 2012. But if you're a fan of rom-coms, you know who Nora Ephron is. She did some of the most famous rom-coms of all time. She wrote When Harry Met Sally. She's directed Sleepless in Seattle, You've Got Mail, a movie that we actually love, sort of a rom-com, but something kind of different. Julie and Julia, kind of the story of the woman who went through Julia Child's cookbook and made all these things. And it would kind of flash between her life and Julia's life. Amazing, amazing film. Love that film. Anyway, Nora Ephron, just done amazing things. She's been nominated for Academy Awards, nominated for Golden Globes, nominated for Tonys. She's had a fantastic career. Happy birthday to her. Another one that we lost way too early, and you may not recognize him there, top right, but you know him if he puts a furry suit on, because that is Peter Mayhew. He is Chewbacca. He starred as Chewbacca in all the Star Wars films from the beginning all the way through The Force Awakens. And then he kind of had to be forced to retire, although he was a consultant after that, until he passed in 2019. Anyways, he would have been 81 today, born on this day in 1944. A gentle giant. He was 7'3", 7'3", big guy, but just an amazing guy. Every interview I saw with him, always great with the fans. He was spectacular. Happy birthday to him. How about giant of the rock and roll world, Pete Townsend? He turns 80 today, born on this day in 1945. Of course, lead guitarist for The Who, one of the greatest rock bands of all time, but also he had his own great solo career. But man, you just go down the list of Who songs, My Generation, Won't Get Fooled Again, Pinball. It goes on and on for The Who. And Pete Townsend was the guitarist behind that sound. He's a rock and roll Hall of Famer for sure. No question. Amazing, amazing. I've seen The Who play a couple times. Fantastic. He is great, 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 great. And finally, another giant, another gentle giant from what we understand, even though he didn't look that way in the wrestling ring. Andre the Giant, he would have turned 79 today, born on this day in 1946. Unfortunately, we lost him way back in 1993. He was 7'4" and alleged, this is what he was billed at, 520 pounds. I don't know if he was that heavy, but that's what they billed him as, 520 pounds. Just a massive, massive human being, but supposedly out of the ring, a sweetheart. But man, he played it all in the ring. He is a member of the Wrestling Hall of Fame, Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, for sure. Started his career in the 60s, went all the way through the 80s, and even was on the screen. You, of course, if you're a fan of The Princess Bride like we are, you know he was Fezzik in The Princess Bride. Anybody want a peanut? He was so good in that, so fun, just enjoyable. But yeah, amazing, amazing wrestler, Andre the Giant. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you. Shameless self-promotion time before we get out of here. Yes, we did have a new episode drop yesterday. Michelle did an amazing job of going through and kind of gathering up a lot of the stuff going on out at Disneyland for Disneyland 70. It's called Celebrate. The episode's called Celebrate Happy, delving into Disneyland's 70th anniversary celebration. She goes through and discusses a lot of the stuff that you can experience for Disneyland's The Happiest Place on Earth 70th celebration, anniversary celebration. Just fantastic, wonderful stuff going on out there. We're excited to get out there. It's going to be probably still about a little over 8 months away till we get out there, but good thing the celebrations still be going on. These anniversary celebrations go long into the year plus for sure. And so it kicked off last week, and it's going on through somewhere in 2026. And we are excited to get out there and check it out for ourselves. But hopefully you've already had a chance, if you are on the West Coast, to go to Disneyland and see some of the stuff going on. If not, plenty of stuff, plenty of time still to get out there. And there's even more stuff debuting on Disneyland's official birthday, which is in July. So lots of opportunities, food, experiences, all sorts of stuff going on. Merch, of course, always. Great characters, new additions to attractions, nighttime spectaculars, parades, all sorts of fantastic stuff. Michelle goes through a lot of it and kind of helps you get set up for your chance to go visit Disneyland for its 70th birthday. So hopefully you've downloaded that episode. Hopefully you've listened to that episode or planning to listen to that episode. I just looked here that I spelled Monday wrong. I was typing very quickly. It's Mandauy today. Mandauy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Whew. Yeah. It's that kind of Monday already. That's not a good sign for today, but you know what? We'll get through it just the same. Anyway, also wanted to mention this episode will be becoming a video episode later in the week, possibly as early as tomorrow. I'll let you know when that's coming out. So anyway, listen to that episode on this Mandauy. Mandauy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I apparently I need to. Anyway, everybody have an amazing Mandauy. You got this. You got this on this day. You're going to have a great day. And even if it's a tough one, we'll get through it, get through the week, and I'll be here with you to help you along the way on a Mandauy. Everybody, as I like to say every day, boy, I didn't expect to make that be the smile for today. Anyway, keep on sharing those smiles. Keep on sharing that kindness. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. on a Tuesday to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.